What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2026 is in the building, yo. 2026. 2026, man. 2000. Ooh, out of time. My bacon smelling fine. 2026, it's your boy OMD300. This is the Corner Store Podcast. What's up, best? Vive la France. Vive la France. Parlez-vous français? Soot. Got the homie in the fucking house. Happy New Year to you, my bro. Hopefully you had a good Bastille Day. Over there in France, my man, 50 grand. It was an uneventful night for me. I woke up, oh my God, bro. I woke up to some terrible news. Not bad, like nobody died or nothing like that. Actually was doing my floor. It's a hardwood floor that for some reason in my apartment just gets so dirty so fucking easy. So it was basically like a general clean day for me, kind of. I was just cleaning up. Obviously, I was gonna do the podcast today. It's friggin' January the 1st, 2026, man. We're in a whole new year. And already I'm starting off with negative money on my account. DistroKid is a distributor that I use to put my music out with, the little music that I do. You know what I'm saying? I forgot that they charge a motherfucker annually. They just hit me up for like $80. I had a couple bucks in the bank, man. I was living good. I'm thinking I'm good, doing good. You know what I'm saying? I look at my bank account, the motherfucker's minus now. You know what I'm saying? So now I owe the fucking bank. So you wake up, man, it's always gonna be something going on, bro. I don't care what day it is. If you let that shit bother you, you'll fucking kill yourself. I'm telling you. But just like anything else, there's always going to be a problem, but you keep on breathing, you keep on fighting. The problem is not even that huge. It's just, I got a couple of dollars in cash, just a couple, you know what I'm saying, to tide me over maybe a week. You know what I'm saying, before I got to hustle up something, you know what I'm saying. But all the bills are paid pretty much, primarily. There's a couple of them still need attention, but primarily everything that's essential is taken care of. As I've stated before, Corner Store TV is we are monetized on YouTube. This coming month will be the first time, this January of this year, will be the first time I'm ever going to make any money off of YouTube as far as YouTube itself. This will be the first time because of my subscribers. The only way I can really, at this particular time, since I'm only a YouTube contributor and not a YouTube partner yet, is through you guys. It's through you guys' help with super chats, with memberships, and things like that. That's the way you guys can help. Not only me and Best, my boy right here, who has complete and utter autonomy and control over Corner Store Television Europe, since he's based in Nantes, France, right in the heart of the European continent. It just made sense for him to be the curator and the guy who pretty much loads any content on there. I'm a manager as well. Obviously, this is Corner Store TV as a whole is my baby, but that's our baby. You know what I'm saying? If me and the homie adopted a kid, that's the kid. Corner Store Television Europe. So he has complete, and obviously that kid lives with him in Europe. So, but obviously I contribute to the raising of that said child. Obviously this is metaphoric. What we talking about? We talking about Corner Store Television in the U.S. and Corner Store Television in Europe. So if you'd like to check out that channel, please do. It's the same as this channel. Just at the end, it's Corner Store Television Europe. Corner Store Television Europe. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, stuff that you probably won't see on Corner Store TV US. He's been adding stuff pretty much every other day from what I can tell, and it's been real interesting. Also, you guys please check out Corner Store Television's merch store. I got some real interesting things, some new things that will be coming up for 2026 from Left Coast Clothing, my clothing brand, as well as the Corner Store Television media merchandise. All of the shows are hopefully going to be represented through my t-shirts. I'm going to be putting all those out too coming up. So it's going to be a lot of things, man. A lot of things you guys could get with, but I'm going to tell you, this content creation as well as comedic stuff that I do and acting, it pays. But, you know, we hungry out here until we get to the point where we doing what we doing, you know what I'm saying? But we hungry out here, you know what I mean? We out here grinding. I do music, I do comedy, I do YouTube video, I do everything, man. If you can't, you gotta put your foot in the water. Take off your socks, your shoes, all that. You gotta put your both feet in there and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. You know, that's what's happening. You gotta ain't really a lot I can say. One thing I can talk about that's going on right now, Nicki Minaj, they want to deport her ass. They have a petition to deport rapper Nicki Minaj, and I wish they'd give me the motherfucking petition. I'll sign that motherfucker right now. Yeah, I do not dislike her. I don't hate her, but she doing exactly what a lot of these artists are doing. And I hate to even admit Snoop went that route too, but it is what it is. These dudes want to continue to make bread. They understand. Somebody came to them and said, you know, we're gonna make sure that you get paid if you either stay out of this situation and don't talk about it if you're asked, or you support us. A lot of them has gone over to that side and just said, fuck it, he the president. Whoever's the next president, I'm gonna support them. So I think they basically just saying they just support whoever's in power, so they can keep their brand and their money coming, because things have gotten so politically divided these days, man. The people that ask you really right to your face, even in dating sites, you'll go on dating sites and chicks be like, yo, I'm MAGA. As to say, if your political beliefs, not how you look, not how much money you make, not if you be a good father, but what your political beliefs. People are leading off with that shit now for dating motherfuckers. This world has changed dramatically, man. This place is like totally fucking different. The United States is I think it's pretty much that way for the rest of its existence. I don't know how long this country's gonna last the way it is. But yeah, my man said Nicki is MAGA now. Yeah, she is, bro. She is. Can you believe that shit? Nicki Minaj is MAGA. And it's funny how when you start not making any money doing your music or whatever it is, like all these actors, look at all the people who are MAGA. Very few of them are working actors. Robert Woods used to be a very, very accomplished actor. Robert Woods used to be in a lot of different things. Look that name up. Can't find him no more. The dude who plays Superman, I forget his name, Dean Cain. He's MAGA. Tony Danza, not Tony Danza, the kid played Chachi on Happy Days. What's his fucking name? Oh, I can't even think of it. None of these people are working. The chick Jilly, the fitness lady, Jillian, what's her name? Used to be on The Biggest Loser on NBC. She ain't working no more. The Judge Piero, the chick used to have her own judge show, tried to be like Judge Judy. She's a political pundit on Fox News. Where would she be getting her money if she didn't have that job? These people are has-beens with a little bit of a name. They're has-beens with a little bit of a name. And in 2026, it's going to get a lot worse with people that... Kid Rock is a MAGA. Who do you know going to Kid Rock concerts other than a motherfucker who hate white black people? Kid Rock ain't shit. He never was. Nicki Minaj and Kid Rock are the same person. They got different skin, but they're the same person. Nicki Minaj came over here from Trinidad, and what she did is she started fucking rapping. She started doing something, trying to sneak into a culture. What's happening, man? Happy New Year to you, my bro. My bro, what's good? What's good, my man? Olden King is in the building, man. Happy New Year, bro. That's what's up. Hey, man, I couldn't be more proud to have people popping in. It's New Year's Day. Hit that thumbs up for me, man. Let me start off this new year. And if you're not a member of the damn channel, this new year, it's only $2. Become a member of the fucking channel, man. Become a member of the channel this year today, especially since I woke up and my fucking bank account was negative. It's the first of the goddamn motherfucking year, 2026, and I go to my bank account and that shit is minus $80. So I need motherfucking help this year, man. You can hit me on Cash App now. You can become a member. Man, it's so much you can do. You can send me super chats. A super chat, you can send me as much as you want. I don't give a damn. Look, I ain't begging at all, because I'm actually doing okay in life. But if I'm on YouTube, just like all the rest of these content creators, what kind of fucking fool would I be not to do the same shit that they doing and ask for contributions? Now, you know who I am. If you've been watching my channel, you know who I am. You know what I stand for. You've seen the shorts that I make. You've seen the videos that I make. You know I got a comic book company, fledgling. Now that, another thing about my comic book company. I got the store open. It's no sales as of yet. It's all digital comics, by the way. It's not actual comic books. You know, they are pages. If I actually could get a printer or afford to print these comics, I would. I'd send the pages, the digital pages that I have, to a printer, and obviously he could turn that into something. You know what I'm saying? They would just put it in their computer and make each page, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, I have a hardcover. But just like anything else, man, I'm by myself. I've been doing this by myself. I've raised all these people as subscribers by myself, dude. I'm telling you. This shit ain't easy. This shit started at 21. It's 26 now. So that tell you how long I've been doing this shit. 21 or 23. No, it had to be 21. Might have been 23. It's been a long time. Either way, it's been damn near, it's been 4 to 5 years I've been doing this. So just like Ice Cube said back in the day, if you're not willing to put 5 or 6 years into something without making one fucking penny, not nothing, and trying to grow a certain brand, don't even fucking try it. Don't even do it. So I told myself that same thing. I was like, if I'm going to do this and I'm going to start a YouTube and a TikTok and all that, I can't quit when motherfuckers ain't responding. I have to keep going. It's all about exposure more than it is anything else. If people aren't exposed to you, if I could get in front of 100,000 people every day, different people, not the same people, if you could get exposed to 100,000, how many people do you think would hang on? Let's say out of that 100,000, only 5,000 people subscribe. But that's every day. 100,000, if I could get seen by 100,000 people every day. But only 5,000 was like, out of that 100,000, 5,000 was like, yeah, I fuck with dude. And you do that for 30 days. You do the math. 5,000 times 30. That's all I'm trying to say. It's everybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. From Fresh and Fit to Big Facts to 5150 with Corey Holcomb to fucking all these different motherfuckers. What's up, Olden King, man? I see you, my bro. What's happening, man? Become a member of the man. Become a member, man. Become a member of Corner Store TV, man. Represent with the, you know what I'm saying? You get some stickers, all kind of stuff, bro. This 2026, I need as many. I love the subscribers. If I could get all my subscribers to become members, man, I'll be super stoked by that, bro. I would be super stoked and shit. Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and Happy New Year. It's 2026. Whatever the fuck you trying to do, that shit gonna work. Now it ain't gonna, I hope it work or nothing. That shit gonna work. Whatever you trying to do, that shit is going to work. I'm saying that right now. That shit gonna work. Believe it. Believe it, and that shit will happen. Believe it, and that shit will happen. What's good? Hey, everybody out there, hey, since it's 2026, if you got any questions you want to ask me, do it in the chat right now so I can tell you, you know what I'm saying? If you, I mean, ask me anything. Nothing fucking crazy, though. Don't ask me nothing too crazy or personal, but ask me anything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know about me and how I got started or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? If I deem that shit a little too much, you know, I won't answer. But go ahead and ask me whatever you want to ask me. But yeah, Nicki Minaj, they finna get her ass out of here. If I get my hands on that petition, I'm signing that shit immediately. She can get the fuck on, as far as I'm concerned. If you MAGA at all, I can't fuck with you. I can't. If somebody from the MAGA, like, if somebody see this and they MAGA and I'm a rich motherfucker, I got this much money, I'll give you this much money if you know what I'm saying, just say you support Trump. I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna be broke then. I'm sorry, I can't do it because I know that shit is some bullshit. All I know is this. A lot of motherfuckers that's black that support dude is like, yo, dude is putting on performance art for people. He's putting on performance art. He's saying all these things, but he don't believe all that stuff. He's just doing it. So basically, he's a fucking fake then. You're following a fake motherfucker. You following a dude that don't even believe his own bullshit that he's saying. He's just saying everything. He's saying anything so motherfuckers will like him. That's the kind of cat the dude is. So I'm going to tell you, all of these artists, like Snoop and all these different people, and then they announced that Snoop owned Death Row and all that and everything. That don't mean nothing. Ain't no music coming out of Death Row, not that I've seen. Not that I've heard either. I heard he signed some artists in there, but what I did hear is him and Daz Dillinger is going at each other head. It's supposed to be homies, and Daz want his money. As far as I'm concerned, that sounds like some MAGA type shit to me. That sounds like a Trump type move to me. I'm sorry. I'm on the outside looking in. All I know is I heard from Daz, and he said he did this, that, and the third for his production. He done said stuff on records, ain't got paid for it. As far as I'm concerned, that's some bullshit, especially if your homeboy run the company that you used to be on that did all this shit. The check should have been already issued. That just tell you, bro ain't got no power in there. He's a face. Because if I had the power over Death Row, nigga, I'm pulling down, we'll sell some assets to get that brother his money. I don't get, as long as there ain't assets that'll stop us from making money. You know what I'm saying? If we got some jets somewhere using, sell that shit and get that nigga that money or give him the jet. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck kind of shit is going on out here, man? Motherfucking friend against friend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dog eat dog now. It's going to be to the point where it's a post-apocalyptic ass motherfucking Ben-Hur, what's dude name Mel Gibson was? Mad Max, you know, Beyond Thunderdome shit here in America. There's a show right now called Twisted Metal on fucking Primetime, on Prime Video, Amazon Prime. And it's a video game. Twisted Metal is a video game, but it's a TV show too. Anthony Mackie, the nigga who plays the Falcon on the Marvel movies, is in it. And it shows America in a real fucked up way. Just like Fallout. Fallout is another show about post-apocalyptic United States. Man, we heading for all of that shit, bro. We heading for all of that. We heading for a world where people will rather blow this shit the fuck up and it be acid rain and nuclear fallout falling all over the earth than to let poor people actually have a living wage. People rather burn this shit up. They rather burn this shit up than to be able to sit on top of a hill somewhere by a pool looking down on the lights of the city knowing there's people down there suffering while you drinking mint juleps by the pool and shit. people are willing to sacrifice not only themselves and live underground now. They'll live underground and dig a pool down there in the center of the earth while everybody's dying on the earth to feel superior. That's how sick this society has become. That motherfuckers would be like, okay, we'll blow the earth up. They done dug tunnels and shit. They got malls in the tunnels and streets. This is true. Go look this shit up. A whole fucking civilization they built about 3-4 miles in the fucking side of the earth, waiting for motherfuckers to push the button and everybody get vaporized up here in this bitch. What do you think gonna happen to the people that survive all of that? The ones who get killed in the nuclear blast alone, those are gonna be the lucky ones, because they're gonna be vaporized in seconds. You won't even feel no pain. It'll just be, whoop, you out of here in a millisecond. That's how I want to go if they're gonna do it like that. You might as well just pow, and it's just everything is out of here. You know what I'm saying? You might as well do it, because as far as I'm concerned, living on this Earth's surface after several nuclear bombs have fallen on the Earth, your ass is gonna wish you was dead. That's why they make these shows like Fallout or The Last of Us and fucking, what's the other one, and full Twisted Metal and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdue, because they know that the rich people in this world will rather either self-terminate than to share the wealth. They don't want to see, and it's not about black and white. It ain't never been about race. It's been about class. If you watch that show called Honey Boo Boo, you know what type of white people those people are. Mama June on that fucking show. Go look back at the earlier episodes of that shit when she was fat. That chick was so nasty that she had a sore on her toe. And she's so dirty that she was letting ants go in and out of her fucking sore on her toe. I almost threw up when I saw that episode. Go look it up. Mama June with bugs coming out of her fucking toe. It's the truth. This fucking world is crazy, man. Do you think a rich person want to live by Mama June and Honey Boo Boo? There's a certain class of white. They plan on these white people that look like them, that act like them, that been broke like them, that marrying their cousins and all that shit. They play on these people's sensibilities to want to be somebody. They'll say, you're better than black people. Vote for us. We believe in you. You're better than blacks. Knowing full well that they despise them, even though they're the same color as them. But they'll use them. They'll use them and tell them, you're just in a bad way right now. You're Caucasian. You have every advantage in the world. We've given you that. In actuality, they haven't given you that. Certain white people walk into a room, depending on where that is, even with other white people. Do you think a tattooed, bald-headed biker would be a welcome sight at a Beverly Hills country club? No, he wouldn't. Do you think a farmer, dude that wakes up and works with his hands, digging and planting potatoes or cabbages or anything like that, do you think he would be welcomed in his tuxedo at the ballroom in Bel Air? No. He thinks so. That farmer thinks so. He thinks his skins gives him that ability. But see, it's a fighting thing going on between those people too. If you notice, a lot of those people hate actors, hate people like white actors. A lot of these MAGA people hate entertainers, white entertainers, because they believe they align themselves with blacks, because most of our people who are influential or anything are entertainers. That's all they see. They've been fooled too. When there's a lot of black people that are billionaires that aren't entertainers, that are people of industry, that own companies and have, put products that they buy on the shelves. They'll buy something and be eating it and don't even know black people are the ones who created it. They've been poisoned mentally into believing they're superior because of their skin color, not knowing there are people who have their skin color who sit around and laugh with other billionaires that look like them about how they use them to get where they are. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that, huh? I'm going to tell you, rich white people act like they hate blacks, but they only hate people who ain't got money. That's all they hate. If you black and you got money, guess what? You hanging around with rich people. It don't matter what they say about you when you leave. You're in that country club. You know why? Because you bought your way in there. They don't necessarily want you there. They just know they can't deny you because you got so much bucks. If you wanted to, you can go open you a club and have nothing but blacks in there. So they be like, nah, let's go and let him in. There's only a few of them got money like that. Make him feel like he's one of us. When in actuality, they wish your ass would get the fuck on somewhere. But they know if they treated you like that or shunned you, you so rich, you'll start your own shit and buy up some land maybe 5 miles down the road and have a black, halfway well-to-do people coming to golf and play racquetball and throw bags at little targets and shit or horseshoes or whatever the fuck they be doing at them places. All I know is this. If you're stupid enough to get fooled into thinking that you're better than somebody because of your skin, that's black, white, Hispanic, or whatever, you're a fucking fool. Especially in 2026. Do you know what this means, being in the year of 2026? That means we're that much closer to the year 3000. I know it's a long way off. I know I'll be dead as a motherfucker by the time we get there. But if this planet happens to make it that far, being in 2026 means we that much closer. Yeah, I know we ain't at 2100. Just imagine. 2100 comes. I'm probably won't be here even when the year 2100 comes. But just imagine. Just imagine. It's 2026. Like 70 something more years, we'll be there. 2100. 2100. I'm 60 as of this year. I'm 60 basically this year. In September, I'll be 60. 70 years, I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna make it 70 years. God bless me to lose weight or some kind of a development comes, just like in the movie. What's that goddamn movie where they had a satellite on Earth, above Earth, and Earth was fucked up? And the satellite, you can get up there. If you was rich, you can get in there. They had a machine that would cure you of all your fucking ailments. You did. Yeah, you did, bro. You did. You joined. That shit green. Your shit is green now. You sure the fuck did. Welcome, bro. Hey, man. Welcome to homie. Welcome to homie Olden King. Yeah. The homie Olden King. Welcome to the fold, bro. Yeah. Olden King, my man Olden King has become a member of Corner Store Television. And he obviously, by watching Corner Store Podcast, he became a member. Man, we appreciate you, man. Everybody in the chat, give him a shout out. Give a shout out to the homeboy Olden King. Olden King is now a member of Corner Store TV, man. I appreciate it, man. Oh, man, blessings to you, man. Thank you so much, man. Blessings to you. Blessings, 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 blessings. And I want to, matter of fact, it ain't Sunday. It ain't Sunday. Please, if you're on the live stream right now, please hang on in here. Don't leave. Don't go nowhere because this is special for you. I'm not denominational. I grew up a Baptist. I don't believe in denominations. I don't believe in, these religious sects per se. So with that said, I'm a firm believer that God is real and Jesus walked this earth as a man, and he was a avatar for the Almighty in the flesh. So in other words, I believe in God. I don't necessarily believe in any religious sect or the King James version of the Bible, by the way. But with that said, I'm a firm believer in the Lord. So I had to get that straight before I do this. It is 2026, January 1st. And I'd like to do this on my live stream. And hopefully, if you're a non-believer, whatever, you just hang on in there and just rock with me because this is very important. This is for me. This is for y'all on the chat. This is for everybody. Shout out to the homeboy Odin King, Best, whoever's on the live stream that didn't say nothing. Whatever it is, this is for y'all. This prayer goes out to everybody. And hopefully everybody who sees this live stream later on will be affected positively from it. This is off the top of my head, and hopefully it makes sense for you because it's basically for me and everybody else. Dear Heavenly Father, it is January 1st, 2026, but if anybody knows that better than me or anyone else, that's you. I humbly close my eyes, Lord, and bow my head on a live stream on YouTube that's going out to everybody in the world. I humbly ask you, Lord, to watch out for everybody on this planet, Lord. Whatever color they are, whatever faith they are, whatever condition they living in, rich, poor, old, sick, young, it doesn't matter. I send out this blessing to everyone. Heavenly Father, please bless all those people, especially the people in Gaza, the people who is being persecuted by this country in Venezuela, the people being oppressed in their own country in North Korea or any other country that would do and oppress their citizens to push whatever, country rhetoric that they have in that country. Who's ever sick and suffering, Lord, whoever has lost a loved one, whoever is going through some financial crises, see them through that, Father. I am your son, Lord. I gave myself over to you back in 2008 because I knew there was no other way I was going to make it in this world. And since then, you saw fit to bless me with insurmountable things. Even though I may have woke up with a negative amount of money in my checking account, I know these are things that will all pass. I still, even though in my human frailties, wake up angry, get depressed sometimes, and lose sight of what I'm trying to do. Never losing faith, but always losing sight of the end goal. I do ask you for wealth. I don't ask you for fame. I ask you for wealth, for more comfortable living, and also to be able for me to bless somebody else if possible. Not because I want to be wealthy to show off, show out, or show people who thought I wasn't going to be nothing, show them up. If anything, if I were to be blessed by any way in that way from you, it'll be able to show people the good news that a man like me who didn't have faith and didn't give his love and all his prowess to God turned his life around by doing that very thing. And I would be an example of what God can do for you if you let him take the reins and be in control of the situation. With that said, I humbly ask you to bless everybody on this live chat and bless all their families. It's 2026. I'm not asking you to bless them for the year. I'm asking you to bless them for this year and all the years to come after that. Continued success. I hopefully and humbly ask you to send them a sign that they need to be following you and giving them their lives over to you in order for you to lead them to their prosperity and so they can be able to be prosperous and then do the same for somebody else. You already know my heart in that way, Lord. I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not saying this for the live chatters to think I'm something special. I'm saying this for the live chatters to understand who's running this shit. I'm saying this, and I did curse, and that's the kind of guy I am. I want to apologize to anybody who's watching to hear this prayer to think that's offensive. God knows exactly who I am. He created me in his image. So when I make jokes, when I cuss or saying any of these things, he understands who his child is, and he understands the type of person I am, and he knows what my heart is. So please, no one be offended by that, because I know God isn't. So with that said, I humbly want to thank everybody for listening to this prayer. Your dreams will come true if you truly believe and you truly give yourself over to the man upstairs. And this I do pray, loving you, Father. Thanking you, Yahweh, for always being there and always and sending your son, Yahshua, down to pass away for us and wash away all our sins. And this I do pray. Amen. So I hope that was cool, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all don't mind me praying, you know what I mean? And giving, giving out some blessings, you know what I'm saying? Because it is 2026, y'all. I think this is a very serious year because it's going to be really some dark things that's going to be coming down on us. I don't know what's going on over in France, best. I don't know how y'all, living over there, how the economy is and how the president is over there. But I know that my son is in the Navy. So we can sum it up just like that. My son is in that blockade near Venezuela. His ship supplies and transports troops and does different things. And I don't know all the details because he can't really talk. Last time I talked to him, when they had a chance to call their families and everything for the holidays, he couldn't really speak on where they were and what they're doing. I'm glad, man. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I'm glad to hear that. Let him do all the guiding. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about people who be tripping. Obviously, if somebody put their hands on you, God don't allow that. You can whoop on them. But I never go looking for trouble. I sure do finish it if need be, though. And I ain't no killer. Man, when you grow up in a city like Los Angeles or Philly or wherever the hell y'all from, if you black, you know what the heck we go through as black people or have gone through as black people. If you got into my age, it's been ups and downs for sure. Um, you know, Also, let me mention again, if you haven't, become a member, just like my man Olden King just did. Become a member of Corner Store Television, please. And also hit that thumbs up button on this live stream and all the other content that's on, but definitely on the live stream. If you poking your head in right now, hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. And you know what I'm saying? Because this helps. This algorithm is really, really. There's so many people on YouTube now. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of people on YouTube trying to, do their thing and have been doing their thing for several years. So they're cemented in a lot of stuff that they're doing, even if it's self-help videos. I'm just happen to be one of those dudes. My shows are very opinion based. I think pretty much all my shows are opinion based. From Track Vibe, I'm giving you my opinions on some of these producers' beats, on new artist music review. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. We listen to people's music and saying if we like it. Corner Store Podcast, the one I'm on now, is opinions about everything that's going on, as well as, I got a guest coming on this month. He used to be a puppeteer for Jim Henson. If y'all don't know who Jim Henson is, he's the guy who passed away several years ago, who created the Muppets, Kermit the Frog, Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, all of Sesame Street. I think dude worked on Sesame Street. He's going to be on the Corner Store Podcast this month. We've been corresponding through emails back and forth. I have a young lady who's used to be a crunk dancer with Chris Brown them. She's now a surfer, and I think she's in Louisiana right now, but we're trying to lock down a date for her to come on the Corner Store Podcast. It doesn't matter where she is, as long as she got internet, we can do that. I'm trying to let her know we can do a split screen. The one that I'm really, 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 really hoping happens. My man Olden King says, OMD, I rock with you because we're from the same era. Different coasts, but I'm thinking it's similar. Well, I appreciate that. We are from the same era. I was born in '66. I don't know when you were born, but a lot of if you dig in a lot of the things you've seen on the stories that I have in the music, I just don't do music on my stories. I think I've started off doing some POV videos of myself rapping and different things like that. But I started to realize there were other things that I loved that I probably should be reacting to. And that's how my stories kind of started bringing people to the page, is I started, putting up music that I think we need to revert back to, like some of the, the historic hip hop. I ain't saying we should be doing Dougie Fresh or nothing, even though Dougie Fresh is still dope as hell for what he does. But I just think we lost our way when it comes to hip hop, and that usually happens when corporations take over. Just like Vegas. Vegas is not the same. Vegas is not the fun. It's fun like it used to be. The corporations took over Las Vegas. They turned it into a fucking cereal. You know what I'm saying? They turned it into a cereal box. Instead of a steak dinner, you eat cereal when you go to Vegas now, metaphorically. Going to Vegas in the past was like going to get some top prime rib. 65, you bring back a lot of memories to me with the music shorts that you play, stuff that I haven't thought about in years. And that's exactly what I was going for. That is exactly what I was going for. Now, some other motherfucker right now can jump on the live stream that's like, hey, you know what? I can do that too, and start doing exactly what I'm doing. Actually, there are people who put music from not only back in the day, present day, all that. There's other people who do what I do, but they don't do it the way that I do it. And even if they did, it would, there's only one person doing stories like I'm doing, or similarly like I'm doing in the way that I'm doing it. I was told you find your niche. I was told you put stuff on your YouTube that you would want to see. Or you put stuff on your YouTube that reflects who the fuck you are. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. And a lot of people don't deal that's the people I'm looking for is Olden King, best. All of the people that you see on these live chats who are responding and talking like what he just said. I'm 65, man. I love what you do. Da, da, da. Those are the people I'm looking for. I'm not necessarily looking for a dude 65 per se, but if that was all the people, was his age that were my subscribers, I'd be cool with that. Because guess what? They're fucking with what? I'm not making this stuff necessarily for y'all. I'm making it because I love it. And so if you love it, you like what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. That's easy to me. You make a channel that you would fuck with, that you would watch. And there's a lot of different channels that I watch, but I don't do a lot of the things that those people do. Some of the stuff that I've seen, I'll be like, yeah, I would love to do some skits. I would love, but I don't have nobody. I don't have the money to go pay niggas to come. Motherfuckers have to be willing to do it just for the fuck of it. We all blow up together, and then the money come later. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Now, if I can get to a point where my YouTube is paying me a certain amount of money every month, and then there's an excess of funds that you could divert back into the media, then I can fucking go, I can do skits now. I'm going to get all you got to do is pay a motherfucker to hold the camera. You do the skits, y'all do the done, we make the video, boop, bop, bam, because I know how to fucking edit now. I got a couple of little apps that I can edit videos with, but I don't have the content. The content that I do is just like this. I do live streaming. I'll make some video. My comic books is probably the only thing I edit right now. And I can't make that anymore because I was using a special type of art to create those. The app or the situation that was giving me the ability to make the comic books is finito. I don't have that no more. Now, the only way I can make comics now is I got to find another source like the one I had before, or I got to break down and actually pay an artist. I'll make the scripts, give the script to the artist, make that comic. Here's the tiles. It tells you how many panels it is and everything. I can do that, but then you got to pay the artist and shit. No, I'm not 65. I was born in 65. Oh, okay. You in your 60s, though. You're older than me. You 1 year older than me. You 60. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to put 65 on you, but you 60. And I love being my age. I can't fucking change it. I act young as a motherfucker for a nigga my age. I do. Some women would call it immature. You act immature. You should act your age. What the fuck is my age? What do you mean act my age? Like maybe your daddy's sitting over in the corner talking about, let me get some soup. Nah, never gonna be that. I'll be 90 years old trying to walk around and dance and do all that shit. It's not that I'm not trying to die. See, when people try to tell you to act your age, they waiting for you to die. Yeah, they waiting for you to die. You can't tell nobody to act their age. If a motherfucker still can move around, want to dance, and actually do that shit, pop, all that, let them. Nigga, what you mean? Act your age. Are you fucking crazy? Act your age? Act your age. That's where we at right now. Telling people that's older than you to act your age. If you got a girlfriend and you acting goofy somewhere having fun, and she's like, will you stop and act your age? Fire her immediately. Fire her. I don't care if you married to her. If your wife tells you to act your age, bitch, I want a divorce. Bitch, I want a divorce. Don't you ever tell me to act my fucking age. We're only here for 10 minutes on this fucking planet. Sometimes acting your age is being stiff and standing over in the corner in a suit and just trying to act all refined. Fuck that refined shit. If you are goofy and you like to have fun and you don't fuck the party up by your antics, if you don't need alcohol or some other kind of stimulant to give you the courage to have fun, cool. You know what I'm saying? I know people that are just way too, they fun and they get too. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people that know how to laugh and joke and not hurt nobody's feelings, because joking is one thing. Bagging on niggas, that's another thing. If you just, nigga, look at your shit. If you just one of them niggas that just run your mouth, shut the fuck up. We ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to have no animosity, nothing. Nigga. We just trying to have a good time and whatever. And I like silly people. I like people that are fun, interesting, you know what I'm saying, make you laugh, but still thought-provoking, all that stuff. Don't ever tell me to act my fucking age. I ain't gonna never act my age. Motherfucker tell me, you 60-something, you rapping? Who the fuck tell Mick Jagger to go sit down and don't do rock and roll no more? Mick Jagger down there 80 years old, he still be doing touring and shit. They don't tell no rock and roll people not to do nothing. Only in hip-hop is the age limit on the shit. You know why? They try to make hip-hop into some bubblegum type shit. Only young people supposed to be doing it. That's bullshit. Shut your ass up. You don't know what you're talking about. Keep your mouth closed or put a foot in that motherfucker. Or everything. I done got kind of salty right now. You know what I'm saying? Only reason I got mad is because motherfuckers always trying to tell motherfuckers what they need to be doing. But half of the time, and that goes for people who love you. Half people out here in this world is not doing what they truly want to do because somebody told them they weren't going to make no money at it. You're going to go broke. You're going to be homeless trying to do that and scare you into doing some shit like a dead-end ass job you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Some dead-end ass job you damn well you don't like. That's what kills me about this world. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna be worried about what nobody's saying. In 2026, if you worried about what a motherfucker's saying, if you worried about what motherfucker, if you think you can't make it, go ahead and be a cheese dip. And don't do the shit and regret it later on. Cause I have a lot of regrets about not starting doing stuff that I love early. You can regret the shit, but don't let that shit weigh you down. Don't let that shit be an anchor. And you just sitting up here with all these regrets instead of trying to move forward. As long as you're breathing, you got exactly the amount of fucking time and effort to put in to become the person you always thought you were supposed to be and do the shit you wanted to do. If you thought, man, I could really make some models and put them inside a bottle and make that art. Motherfucker, that's what you're supposed to have been doing, putting chips inside of bottles and selling them. Man, I showed you like making omelets and breakfast food. Nigga, you should have opened you a breakfast bar. One of the best in the world. You could open up at 4 in the morning and close at noon and make it just as much money as any restaurant open later. Man, I sure love flowers. You know what I'm saying? I could raise. Yeah, you should have had a fucking nursery or a flower shop and been doing bouquets since you was 10. But you was scared. Motherfucker, you told your mom you wanted to be a florist. A florist? You better take your ass to college. You better go to school. Because when you're 18, you're going to get out of my house. A florist, that ain't no money. You ain't going to make no money. Stop listening to motherfucking naysayers. Stop listening to motherfucking naysayers. This is your year. 2026 and the rest of it. 2026 and beyond. This is your year. This is your fucking year. Say it to yourself. This is my year. I'm saying it. This is my year. This, matter of fact, this is my fucking century. This is my century. This is my time, goddammit. This is my time. 2026 and beyond is my time. I don't give a fuck about MAGA. I don't give a fuck about the politics. I don't give a fuck about Democrats. I don't give a fuck about progressives. I don't give a fuck about nothing but getting the shit that they claim to be the end all be all, which is the money. I don't love money. I don't desire it, but I fucking want it and need it because they deemed it to be the thing that you gotta have in essence to live a certain way on here and help everybody else. You can't help everybody else if you struggling. So if you really want to do God's bidding by being the best citizen on this planet and help as many people as you can while you're here, you need to get the money. Because the devil's made money the thing to have here. If you don't have it, you ain't shit. So okay, let's get this money then and start helping some people. Let's get this money then and start helping some fucking people. Let's start blessing some people. Let's start that lady down the street that you know, cool as fuck, always helping everybody, live in that apartment. You see her every morning at 3:30 in the morning, getting up to get at the bus stop. You know she got a license. Let's give her that little car. Let's go buy that used car up the block at the little Hispanic car dealership down the street. The car only $6,000. Let's get her a nice car. Make sure it's running good, oiled up, and present her with it. Hey man, we know you, we love you. You always looking out. Here's a little car for you. Bam. Watch the lady break down and cry. Not only that, watch that lady take that car, drive the shit out of it to work, go work her ass off, put some money away, and get her a house. Watch what I say. Oh yeah, that young man down the street you always seeing talking about he ain't got no gig and shit. He, you know what I'm saying, damn, I'm broke, man. I want to do this. I don't know. Them niggas been telling me down the street that I can go work for them. Oh, you mean them dudes that sell the dope? Nah. I know somebody got a gig, bro. Send you right over there. Oh yeah, man. My mom talking about kicking me out. Okay, we get you a single apartment, nigga. Put the nigga in a single apartment. Get him a little jobby job. You know what I'm saying? You got your license, young man? Yeah, I do. Get that nigga a little $2,000, $3,000 whip. Give him a little liability insurance and shit. Your license good, right? You ain't no felon. That's what my goddamn foundation gonna do when my money start rolling in. The Puzzle Piece Foundation. You heard it right here. My girl, I got shit in the garage right now with my girl, at least we were together at the time, made a whole bunch of little things I'm gonna be hanging on the door in my office that says Puzzle Piece, because all my shit is gonna be all in one office. Corner Store Media, Corner Store Television, Corner Store Films, Corner Store Music, Corner Store Comics, and Puzzle Piece Foundation all in one office. Watch what I say. This shit's gonna happen. I'm telling you. My heart's desires is gonna fucking be fulfilled by God. I'm telling you. And my hard work. One thing about being a child of God and praying and asking for things is we don't fucking stand still when we ask for stuff. You got to get out there and get it. You got to grind. You got to be thinking about other things to do and trying to start that stuff. You got to just be doing it, man. You got to be doing it. I'll be lying if I say I do shit every single day. I'm a procrastinator sometimes, but I know if I don't move, at some point, none of this stuff is going to happen. How you think Corner Store TV and Corner Store Television happened? It's the New Year's Day. I could be watching the game right now. I could be bullshitting right now, smoking some weed. I could be at somebody's house drinking and eating and chilling and talking shit. But no, I'm on live right now. I'm live streaming. I'm telling the truth. I'm not selling wolf tickets at all. Everything I'm saying is real, and everybody in the fucking world know it is. You know I'm telling the truth. Some people don't want to hear the truth. That's why they don't fuck with my channel. Not all of these shows that I do like this, I'll be just talking like telling the real shit and keeping it 100. A lot of shows just be about music or whatever, or talk about some other shit. Comic books and some bullshit that don't even, a lot of people won't even understand. But this show right here, we keep it 100 on this motherfucker. Period. Every day, all day. That's why you see on the live chat right now, Best. He clear across the fucking Atlantic in France. And what did he put on the live chat? 100. Because he knows what the fuck I'm telling. The man speaks French, for God's sakes, and he knows I'm telling the truth about what the fuck I'm saying. He speaks French. The shit resonated. The shit resonated with him. It resonated with him. I can freely say that. I can say that without him even responding on the live chat. I'm gonna ask him right now. Hey, check this out, Best. The real name Matthew. Do I be keeping it real all the time, bro? I'm gonna ask you right now. Do I be keeping it real? You tell him on the live chat. Do I be keeping it real? That brother didn't invite him. When I get a chance to, that brother didn't invited me to come to France and hang out with him. He's clear across the fucking planet. He believed in me so much he wanted to start a corner store television movement in Europe. You tell me if I'm keeping it 100 at all times, nigga. So I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Y'all motherfuckers need to understand. If you don't believe in yourself, you tripping. Yeah, my neighbor hit me up with something. That's why I said earlier, bro, I was thinking it's similar. That's why I rock with you. Hey, and that's exactly the reason why I'm glad you became a member. I respect you. I don't necessarily know you and never really ever seen you. But obviously, if you saying stuff like that on the live, you know damn well if we ever met, it'll be a hearty handshake. And look you dead in your eyes, you look at mine and be like, yeah, you get it, don't you? You fucking get it. You get it because you feel it. You've been there. You living it. You've lived it. This is what my neighbor, I'm going to go and share this with y'all. I wasn't going to say nothing. My neighbor next door, right here, next door to me, we stay in small cottages. They're like little houses. She's in the next one. There's one there and there's another one. I'm going to just say what she said. I'm not going to say her name or nothing, but she just texted me. She says, Happy New Year. And another rent increase. Richard says we're getting a new roof done in a couple of weeks. Did you know this? Is your roof leaking? I did ask him in my reply back, are we getting gutters? Hope so. We don't get drenched when we walk out of our houses. So she basically asking me about some shit that the owner is doing, which I had no idea he was doing. And I didn't get no she's talking about there's going to be a rent increase. Well, I've already gotten a rent increase from him. So, I don't know what she's talking about. I know he's going to go raise my rent again. This is what I'm talking about, man. It's never ending. It's non-stop. The shit, problems are not going away. I don't care how cool you are with your landlord or whatever. Problems are never going away. They always going to be here. You know what I'm saying? Until you look. The funny thing is we don't know what's here after we leave here. Everybody expecting it to be all different kind of things. If you're a spiritual person like I am and you read, different Bibles and it's crazy, man. But anyway, there's supposed to be a pretty bad hereafter depending on what type of person you were here. So with that said, you could probably kind of think about death being fucked up too, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. So a lot of people not looking forward to death because they don't know afterwards. I don't fear death because, as far as I'm concerned, things are so rough here. Some people are living their heaven on earth. There are people who are living their heaven on earth. I don't even understand how a person who's got a bank account with at least $100,000 or $200,000 or more in it, what do you have to kill yourself for? I don't give a shit. Even if I don't give a shit if you're getting calls every day from family members asking for money, you could block them. You could move somewhere and nobody ever see you again. It ain't even about that. What it's about is the money ain't the thing that make you happy. I know for a fact for me that if I got a certain amount of money, I'd be ecstatic because I'm not mad at nobody to the sense of, life ain't killing me or depressing me so much that if I got money, that I'd be just, that's the thing that to me, that's what I'm living for, to be a success. That's the only reason why I'm still here, is to be some type of a success. Everybody used to say, even my mom, you ain't gonna be shit. I hate to say that, Mom, but there was some times you would say that shit, and I'd be like, damn. So you kind of feel like you ain't got no backup, no safety net, no nothing. Nobody don't care. You ain't got shit to fall back on. There's a lot of people who feel that way when they end up homeless. The people who always talked about you, like, see, or damn, he showed him, because they talk about you even more. They contributed to you being nothing. But then, here's the crazy thing. Those same people who used to be saying, oh, you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing. And then, out of the kindness of the Lord, you become something. You've seen movies about this shit. You saw the James Brown movie with Chadwick Boseman. His mom walked away and just left him with his daddy. His daddy went to the military and left him with some lady he knew. This nigga still became a success. Now, obviously, James Brown was scarred because of his life growing up. He was scarred. He was scarred. He reminds me a lot of me. I ain't James Brown. Obviously, people always equate success as to say your station in life. Me and James Brown, the same person. James Brown just became one of the greatest soul singers, the king of soul or whatever. And I'm just me. But our lives are very similar in the sense of my mom didn't leave me and she worked very hard to raise us. But, it's hard being a single parent. You ain't got no pops. And she trying to raise you like a woman, for a man. I'm just saying, man, when people tell you do this, that, and the third, and you don't do it, but you want to do something else, and they call you dumb for it, and you ain't going to never be a success, you better go do this, that, and the third. If they're your people, you're going to listen to them. You're not going to listen to your heart because you're young. You have no recourse other than to listen to the people talking to you. Now, when you get to a certain age and they're still saying those things, now you could be like, fuck that, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I didn't do that because I was like, at this point, like, damn, what am I supposed to do? She said I'm supposed to go here and go to school and all this. I fucking hated school. I don't know how many people feel like I do, but school sucked to me. A lot of pretentious ass, bitch ass people. All you trying to do is compete. Who got this shoes and all this other shit. That's all it ever was for me. Even when I was in the littler schools, kids bagging them. LA a tough fucking town to grow up in. So I grew up hard, fighting all the time, and like fuck this, and getting bullied at first. Till finally one day you like, man, fuck this getting bullied shit. That shit for the birds. And you just start wilding out on niggas, and niggas certain amount of respect you'll get from doing that. But then there's other people who see that you're a fighter, now they want to fight. So it's a constant fight. It's hard to control your thinking or your processing in school. I used to envy some of these nerd dudes that would just do their work, even though and a lot of times you see the nerds after school, they out of here. They're not waiting, they dipping. Not running, but they're not trying to get caught up in nothing. And I'm one of them kids, I want to be around the popular people and see what's going on like everybody else. And you get caught up in that shit instead of, focusing in on some shit you want to do, like act. Because they would ridicule you if you was in drama and all these different things, trying to throw you off your, off your point. That's one thing that's about black people that's sad, man. We like to wallow in our fucking bullshit and our pity and what's going on in our lives. And the kids be the same way. If you knew who the kids was having a fucked up home life, they was the ones coming to school mad all the time, wanting to fight and take people's shit and all that. You know, they was getting dogged. They was getting dogged at home. You see it in movies. You didn't understand it when you was a child, but you see it in movies how a kid get beat up by his sisters and his gang members, and the mother be talking tough and did all this different shit and and that kid go to school and wild out on other kids. It's a vicious cycle. And that's one thing about us as a people, that they fuck with us mentally, man, and put us in these fucked up ass motherfucking situations. And all these fucked up neighborhoods and these fucked up neighbors and these sicko fuck. God damn, man. It's hard being black. It is so hard being black. I know y'all agree with me, man. I know y'all agree with me. I done messed around and got my mind into a tizzy thinking about the world. But 2026 is going to be a winner for all of us. It's going to be a winner for all of us, man. And this song kind of sums it up. Am I the man I want to be? This is one of the beats I'm going to be using for an EP I'm going to be making soon when I get the little bread. I'm going back down to San Diego, California to do a new EP called Soul Searching. And I appreciate that. Olden King, thank you so much, brother, for becoming a member of Corner Store Television today. Check me out next week on Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes of Corner Store Podcast. I think this Saturday, my man Best is on the live stream right now. Let's go ahead and do the Corner Store Television International Podcast. 12 noon, 9 p.m. in France on Saturday, bro. Just let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, Matt, and see if you're available, bro. Or, and we'll make it happen. I don't know what kind of content we're going to have tomorrow. I don't know if I'll even be doing anything. But 9 times out of 10, you'll probably see. Keep checking Corner Store TV. Turn on that notification bell. Hit that notification bell on the page right here so you'll know whenever my content is on. This is your boy OMD300, aka Doc Savage, the man of bronze. Corner Store TV. This is Corner Store Podcast. Welcome to 2026, everybody. I holla.